guys, welcome back to the Cocco channel and to another baby video. This probably is up 3 weeks, I want to say, after I've already had baby girl. As it stands right now, she's still in here cooking, but since I am pretty much wrapping up packing our bags, I thought I would do the ever loved what's in my hospital bag. I'm gonna do one for me and her in the same video. A lot of people split it up, but she's kicking. But I'm not going to. So I'm gonna quickly go through everything for me and her. We'll start off with her bag. This is from Laura Ashley, which is an English designer. I did find this at Babies R Us. I am having a scheduled C-section for those of you who may be new to my channel. Today is Tuesday and I'm having her on a Friday. So I'm really excited, but I just wanted to let you know. I'll tell you where I found everything. Because like I said, I don't think I'm going to be linking anything because it's a lot. So this is the bag. It is a gorgeous floral backpack. It does have like a clear, is that vinyl? Plastic on the bottom so you don't get it all scratched up and everything. You have the backpack straps, and then you also have the shoulder, or the stroller, excuse me, straps. And I love this backpack because of the zipper opens up completely, so it's nice and big. You can get on in there. So the first thing I have in there is a little first aid kind of like bathing kit. When I had my son, who is now going to be 3 in April, when he came out, his fingernails were quite long and I had to clip them in the hospital, and so I just thought I would bring my whole kit. If there's anything I want to do, if she has like a head full of hair and I want to brush it or whatever the case is. I have nail clippers, I have a thermometer, I have a little brush, little nail files, so anything that I need is in here. I did this is from my baby registry, which was on Amazon, and Andrew's parents actually bought that for her. I have, let's see, a little stuffed animal for her. I know that sounds really crazy. She's not even gonna realize that it's there. I thought it would be really cute to do like a little photo sesh with this in the little crib next to her. It may happen, it may not happen. I have my little, what I like to call Hooter hider. It does come in this beautiful bag that matches the actual canopy. You can use this over the car seat or, like I said, over yourself for when you're breastfeeding. While you're in the hospital, you literally give zero fluffs about who sees your cha-chas, chi-chis, whatever you like to call them. But we have quite a trek back home from the hospital. It's about a 45-minute drive, and because I'm having a C-section, we will have to stop at a pharmacy and get my drugs for that lovely pain that's gonna come along with that gaping hole in my tum-tum. So I absolutely love this. It's a stretchy jersey material. Again, this was off of Amazon from my baby registry, and Andrew's sister and her wife purchased that for us. I have her coming home outfit, which by now you know her name and everything. The wonderful and lovely Miss Michelle from Cinnamon Girl Beauty bought this for her. This is from the brand Jennifer Ann. And it's personalized, so it says Bailey Elaine on it, which is obviously her name. And then the back is just floral and beautiful. It does have the little cuffs for her hands, and then it's my first girl and my only girl, so duh, we obviously have to have some headbands with flowers on them. I mean, it's not ginormous or obnoxious, I don't think. It's very cute. And then I brought my own swaddle just in case. Again, I just am so excited to have a girl, and it's such a different feeling than having a boy because you're just dressing them up and they're so cute and everything's pink and you just want to eat them alive. And so we have this Aiden and Anais swaddle that is partnered with Disney, and so it's Minnie Mouse, and they're like little stars in the shape of Minnie Mouse. Die. And then I have one backup outfit for going home just in case something happens, crazy things happen with babies. So we have the little hat that has kitties with the onesie and then the little gloves. And then the normal things that come in the diaper bag, which is like a little changing pad. There's like nice little pockets and zippers in here as well, which I'm sure I will fill up later with stuff that we need on like a day-to-day basis. When you're in the hospital, it's kind of nice because they actually provide you with a ton of things like diapers and wipes. And if for some reason something unforeseen happens and I cannot breastfeed, they provide you with formula bottles and stuff like that. So that is what is in there. On the side we have a pack of wipes, and then on this side I do have just a few diapers, again for that trek home. And I have a mixture of diapers right now. I have some Honest Company, I have some Pampers, and I believe some 7th generation, I want to say, organic diapers. So we'll see what holds her the best. More outfits for photos up front. I have this swaddle with the matching headband. You guys have all seen like the cute little newborns that are all swaddled up with the little headband on, and this one's really cute because it's a little bit thicker, which I think will be really cute on her tiny little head. And then the last outfit is so precious. Again, this is from my baby registry, and Andrew's parents got us this. It has this little onesie that is just full of frill and lace and bling, and then it comes with a matching little beanie and little mittens. It's really nice because they're at the hospital. They actually have on-site photographers that come into your room, so you can tell them any positions you want like the baby in, if you have certain, like, you know what I mean, things in mind of groupings and, you know what I mean, outfit changes and stuff like that. So I'm really glad that they have that. They had that with my son, and it was so easy, and it was like actually really affordable. You could just buy the digital prints and print them out yourself, which is what we did. So that is her bag. Now we will get into my bag. Oh, it's so heavy. So this is my bag. It is a giant duffel. Not giant. I did get this for free from Ulta. I don't know if you guys remember, I bought a perfume and it was a free tote bag, and I was like, I'm gonna use that as my hospital bag. So you have tons of pockets, 2 on each side. On one side I have a pair of slides. I want to go ahead and re-explain, or reiterate rather, that my bag is going to be a little bit different than other people's hospital bags because number 1, it's a planned C-section, so I know exactly when I'm going in, yada yada. Number 2, I've had a C-section before, and so I feel like I've picked up a couple of things, and a C-section is completely different than a vaginal birth. The recovery, everything is completely different. So last time I was in the hospital, I think I had a pair of flip-flops, but I was freezing and I wanted socks on, and so it's just really uncomfortable to have socks with flip-flops that go like in between your toes. So this time I was like, I'm getting slides, and I'm not gonna get anything with material on it. That way I can wear these in the shower, and then while I'm in bed they'll dry off, and then I can wear them. You are required to like walk the halls to get everything flowing and stuff again, which so much pain. On the other side I have my fuzzy socks to wear in bed. They do have grippers on the bottom of them if I wanted to like walk around in my room, which even then it's a hospital, so you kind of want to be careful. I do have these bamboo breast pads because I'm a C-section victim. I shouldn't say victim, it's not, I don't want it to freak anyone out. Because I'm having a C-section, I will be in the hospital probably 3 to 4 days. But what that means is that my milk will come in while I am in the hospital, and that's what happened to me last time, and it was the most terrifying thing. I woke up and I was like drenched. It's like almost peeing your shirt. You're just like soaking wet. You don't really know what's going on because it doesn't feel like anything. It just happens all by itself. You guys have heard me talk about that before, so I am going to bring these with me this time. And I just got these at Babies R Us. They have different prints, but I prefer these ones because you can wash them, so you're not wasting the disposable ones. But the disposable ones are adhesive, and it only takes one time for that adhesive to get stuck to your actual boob, and you have to rip it off like a band-aid for you to be like, nope. Nope, nope, nope. So I highly recommend the cotton ones over the disposable ones, personally. maybe some people are better at not getting them crumpled up, but I'm a large busted woman, so it's easy. Okay, and then I think that's it for the pockets on the outside. On the inside, I have my paperwork. So I have a little notebook that I actually made. It was just one of those like regular memo notebooks, you know, and then I actually made these at one of my MOPS meetings. And so you get scrapbooking paper, and you just cut it to the size. And you could do wrap it all the way around if you wanted to. I just did the front one side, and then this one on the inside a different color. I wrote down her pediatrician, and then I can use this for feeding or to write down any questions I have for the nurses in between them coming in, stuff like that. And then it's really cool. These RSVP pens, you know, you can unscrew them. You just took the same color scrapbook paper and rolled it up and put it on the inside so it matches your notebook. I didn't come up with the craft. The craft coordinator did. And then I do have a folder, which has like my packet for like all my information, the date, the time, what hospital I'm going to, and then I have like a list that I'll share with you at the end of things that I have to pack the day of surgery. So first things first is a toiletry bag full of fun stuff. In here, again, this is based on experience, I have a loofah. This was like 99 cents, and I'm just gonna throw it away once we're done with the hospital. Obviously you don't want to take anything home with you that you had there at the hospital as far as like stuff like that, you know what I mean? I have a thing of makeup wipes, a thing of Q-tips. I have a daytime and nighttime little mini kits from Drunk Elephant for skincare. You dry out really, really bad in the hospital from my experience. I have a deodorant for me, a deodorant for my husband, toothbrush for me and my husband, which you obviously need a little toothpaste for. And then I had brought I put in a brand new thing of hair ties. That way they're all together. I'm not gonna lose them, because I do. And then I have two different lotions. I have a foot lotion and a hand lotion, but you can use the hand one all over, obviously. They're the Soap and Glory ones. They're the little minis. And then I have a mini Purity to wash my face, because we are doing photos in the hospital. I am bringing a full makeup bag, not like full beat glam, but enough to do my base. I remember with the pictures that we took with my son in the hospital, I didn't bring a stitch of makeup with me, and I love those pictures, but I also wish that I would have had a like nice base at least, you know what I mean, with like foundation and a little bit of highlighter. Like, I'm not talking full beat, but I would have rather had my skin be even. That's like my biggest thing, is I wish I would have had just like an even base. And so I have a primer, I have my Holy Grail foundation, I have a Stila Huge mini mascara. My only palette I'm bringing is my Boudoir Eyes, because like I said, I'm not trying to do like a full beat, but I want like just a little bit of definition and a little bit of coverage is like my biggest thing. I have my Champagne Pop, which is my Holy Grail highlighter, and then Physicians Formula bronzer and blush, the butter. I have a little bitty Fix Plus. For concealer, I chose Naked Skin, and two brand new tubes of, one is the Anastasia Brow Definer, and then the Anastasia Brow Gel. That way I know that brow pencil can't break off on me, and it's like the very end. And like I said, I just want to do that for pictures. I'm not going to try and be in there all glam the whole entire time I'm in there, but I do want to look a little bit different for my pictures. So that is my makeup bag and my toiletry bag. Okay, so now we're going to get into the clothing I chose. Now, this again is where it comes in that cesarean is much different than vaginal from what I have seen. I've only had cesarean, but looking at other videos from other women, they pack like the cutest little PJ sets of like pants and shirts and everything like that. And while that probably benefits them in some way, I'm sure, because I've heard with a vaginal birth you're bleeding quite heavily and for quite some time, and so you obviously want like that extra, you know what I mean, pants to hold the underwear that holds the pad, because you can't use tampons and stuff like that. However, with cesarean, while you are bleeding, I want to say for the first, I can't remember exactly how many hours, obviously you're in a major surgery and they spinal tap you or epidural, however you want to, depending on what doctor you have, you know what I mean, you're gonna have a different anesthesiologist who may use different anesthesia, but you're completely numb, obviously, because they're cutting you wide open. And so you have a catheter in, which isn't the most amazing thing in the world, and you also have an incision site, and you're also bleeding, which you will be wearing a pad, but because again you are numb, the nurses or the medical assistant or the nursing assistants are changing your pad for you. They're checking on your catheter bag, they're checking on your incision site and stuff like that. And so I wish when I went the first time that I would have packed what I packed this time, and that is dresses that are a little bit shorter, like nightgowns. I had like one dress that I brought with me. It was just a regular t-shirt dress, nothing fancy. I brought one t-shirt dress with me, and I ended up wearing it, I want to say like 2 or 3 days while I was there, because it was so much easier for them to just lift it up, look at my incision, even when they took the catheter out and I was able to like walk around and stuff like that. Another reason why I really loved having that dress is because, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, you're in a ton of pain. Going to the bathroom, you don't want to bend over and pull down pants and pick pants up. It's so much easier to just flip the dress up, sit down, which is still in itself the most painful thing. Like, my husband had to help me sit on the toilet, and I had to sit there for so long because I just didn't want to get up because it was so painful. So I am much more prepared this time. I bought quite a few nightgown dresses that are a little bit shorter. You don't want them too long because, again, you don't want to be lifting stuff up a lot or pulling stuff down, and it's easier for the nurses to check on your incisions. And so I have this one, which is a little bit short, and this is from Apartment 9, so I got this at Kohl's. And then I have this really cute one from Exhilaration, which is a Target brand, and it's just a gray, but like the little straps in the back are super cute. Not that that's gonna matter. I mean, you kind of want to feel cute, you know what I mean? And then I have a black t-shirt dress, and I'll probably wear this home. It's an actual like t-shirt dress, and I'll just wear the nightgowns in the hospital. And then you guys are probably thinking like, it's freezing but cold in there. And so I do have a Robe dressing gown, whatever you want to call it, and this is from Gilligan and O'Malley, which is a Target brand as well, and it's just gray, so it goes with everything. And then for nursing bras, I got this 3-pack of just sports bras. I am a large busted woman, and so it's easy for me to just pull something down and, you know, my boob just flops out ready there to feed the child. I do have the traditional like nursing bras that snap and stuff like that, but I ain't gonna be doing all that in the hospital. Like I said, when you're in the hospital, people are all up in your hoo-ha. They're, you know what I mean, changing pads for you. You never really thought a stranger would get that personal, you know, with you, but once it happens, you literally give zero you know whats. And so these are really nice because they have pads in them, which is whatever. I'm not obviously doing it for pads, but you can take the pads out and put in your like anti-leak pads, like as an added layer of protection so you don't leak all the way through. Like I have one on the inside on my actual tata, and then like one on the inside, so you have just that extra layer of protection. And so like I said, it came in a, there's one more, a blue one that I haven't washed yet because it doesn't matter. So I have that. And then I have this other short black nightgown. It's really, really cute. It's like lacy on the back, and it's just a tank thing. And so you kind of go through different stages of hot and cold, which is why I have like the kind of heavier robe, and then they're all like tank tops. And so here in Arizona right now, it's still in the 80s and it'll be 80s all this week. So when I have her, it's gonna be like warm outside. So that is it for what is in my hospital bag. They provide you with underwear and pads. A lot of people I've seen pack their own, but it's better to use the things that they give you almost, if that makes sense. So let me go over a few last minute things with you guys that I think will help you. There are things that you obviously can't pack until the day of hospital, if you know when you're going. I mean, if you're having a vaginal birth, you have time usually to grab these things when you're on your way. So obviously I need to grab a hairbrush. I only have the one that I like, and so I'm obviously going to use it until I leave. Pillows in a hospital are a hot commodity, no matter where you go. I've heard nurses say that, and especially for me, I'm going to be there a lot longer, and the hospital beds are not that comfortable, and so you want as many pillows as you can because you want one like behind your back supporting you, you want one in between your legs, you know what I mean? Like, you just want to be really, really comfortable. And then I am bringing my pump, not this whole box, but I just wanted to share with you the pump that I did get, which is the Lancino Smart Pump. This thing was not cheap. It was like originally $199 and it was on sale for $179. The good thing is that my insurance does reimburse me for pumps, which is cool, but I'm not going to take this whole entire thing. It's really nice. This one comes with like a little travel bag, if you will. So you just take this. Something you kind of want to be aware of, if it's maybe hereditary or genetic, I don't know, is the jaundice situation. I had jaundice when I was a kid. They treat with just a light. It's no big deal. It's not like painful to the baby or anything like that. But they do take them back to the nursery and set them under a light treatment. And so for that, it depends on the hospital, it depends on your nurses, and it depends on your birth plan, like what you prefer. With my son, he had it, and I wanted them to keep him under the light as much as possible. Even though I wanted to spend all the time in the world with him, I really did, and it was really hard to be away from him. I knew the longer he stayed under there, the quicker he could come home. And so I pumped. We lived only like 2 minutes away from the hospital where my son was born, to where this is like a 45-minute drive one way to the hospital. I want to bring my pump with me this time, and that way they could just feed him back there even still while he's under the light. And then, you know, I mean her. If she does end up having jaundice, I can pump in the room and have plenty of milk for her. I am pretty adamant about wanting to give her breast milk, whether it's through breastfeeding or through a bottle. I feel like the benefits are still there, you know what I mean? Obviously you want that physical interaction with them and that bonding and stuff, but that's just my personal preference. So that is the pump I'm bringing. This one's really nice though, because it comes with, it's like hands-free. It doesn't have a cord like the other one did, or my other one did. And the reason why I picked this one is because I already have Lancino bottles. Hopefully she likes them. So got that. Another thing I'm going to bring is the boppy pillow for her, which is that horseshoe pillow that you guys see all over the place that are really popular. Even if you're not going to breastfeed, it's really, really nice to have them on there to bottle feed, and especially if you're with a C-section, because it's kind of hard to hold them up, you know what I mean? It's just easier. I love the boppy. I can't recommend it enough. We are packing a snack and game bag. We had a lot of downtime, again, because my son had jaundice and he was under the light. We were kind of just sitting in the room, you know what I mean, twiddling our thumbs, and so we went back to the, or not me, but they went to the house, my mom and my husband, and got like a ton of board games. We played Yahtzee, we played Uno, you know, we played all kinds of games, and it was a ton of fun, and it made the time go by a lot quicker. So keep that in mind if you're maybe having a C-section. Obviously if you're having a vaginal birth, I think you're only there 1 or 2 days, depending. I'm going to bring with my packet, I'm bringing my husband and my birth certificate and social security card, because you do a lot of paperwork there for the baby to get like all of their stuff registered, and their social security card and their birth certificate, and so I just want to have it on hand in case they need it. And then obviously the last day you're going to bring your chargers for all your phones, your Kindles. We have Kindles, iPads, whatever you want. And then I'm gonna bring my good camera along with batteries, stuff like that. So that is it. This video is so long. I'm sure you've met Bailey by now, my little girl. I'm so excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you are having a planned C-section, I know it's terrifying. Any major surgery is, and it kind of sucks because everyone typically has that like vision of, you know, the 2 pushes and the baby's out and, you know, the water breaking and stuff like that. I never got to experience that with my son or my daughter. I never had contractions. I never lost my plug. Nothing. So it is kind of scary, but just know that obviously this is the best choice for you and baby to get them here safely. And that's what I have to keep telling myself, so I'm not disappointed. I just want a happy and healthy baby, and I will get cut open to do so. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Brittany Cocco. You are watching the Cocco channel. Please subscribe if you're not already, and I will catch you guys in my next video.